I am so pissed about the Boy Scouts. Like, I know I'm insane and no one probably cares about this at all, but I was a Boy Scout from the age of, 4 to like 11. And just recently, I went to my girl cousin's Boy Scout meeting. It's Scouts now. And it was literally like 6 soccer moms were just sitting there and getting them to sing songs so that they could record them on their iPhones. I saw soccer moms yelling at their boys for playing with the dirt, for climbing trees. They weren't allowed to make their own fire that was done for them by the adults for safety reasons, I guess. They literally couldn't even make their own s'mores. Like, that was controlled by the soccer moms who who would make the chocolate graham cracker s'mores for them. Like, maybe I'm insane because I'm not a parent yet, but like, if a little boy climbs up a tree and falls out of it, good for him, honestly. Don't stop him. That was probably the most fun he had all day. Like, boys are growing up into a world where everything is feminized and they are stifled for being boys, for being little boys and acting in their nature. The Boy Scouts that I remember was you and 10 of your friends going out into the woods with like 4 dads of the group and just like figuring it out, doing man shit. I guess the reason to include girls is because of like the financial stress from homosexual pedophiles molesting kids. But like, society has come to this agreement that it's super important for women to have women-only spaces, even minorities. We need a black-only space. We need spaces where people can be around, their own gender and feel comfortable. Well, why can boys not have that? They still have the Girl Scouts, but Boy Scouts, so we have to be inclusive. And I really honestly just feel silly complaining about this stuff, right? But it just feels like such a blow to the youth, to the children, the male children in this country, that one of these institutions, which is completely created to help sculpt them and to help build themselves up, has been reduced to fodder for Facebook and Instagram by their mothers. Like, Girl Scouts can be no boys allowed, but Boy Scouts should also be no girls allowed, It's a completely different dynamic of 12 boys alone and 11 boys and 1 girl. Boys need to be in these all-male situations so that they can form these strong bonds of brotherhood, and they need to be taught by actual male leaders to form secondary father figures. Boys need heroes, men to look up to. And that's what Boy Scouts was. It was about finding your interests. It was about going into nature. It was about being a boy surrounded by other boys who will become the closest friends of your life and being taught by your father and a few of his father's friends as they crack back some beers and teach you guys stuff, all right? But now it's just a glorified daycare mixed with an Instagram photo shoot. It's just such an important institution for young men, which has been utterly corrupted. Let's look at the Scout Oath. What does the Scout Oath say? What was this organization founded to be? On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. The story we see in the Boy Scouts is really the story of the degeneration of America mirrored. People of America are no longer of a significant enough quality to maintain the institutions which assisted them in becoming such a high quality. This is one of the great fears about our republic, about our country, that the founding fathers had, that they needed to take special consideration to make sure that our country was capable of producing people of a high enough quality to maintain a free form of government. And clearly we're not there. An institution like the Boy Scouts is trying to create citizens which are capable of operating in a ideal America. The current Boy Scouts is created to generate drag queens. The Boy Scouts are just another casualty in the ever-marching war against toxic masculinity, and now our next generation is going to be feminized, neutered men. Boys who never learned what it meant to be a man. All I can really say is that if you are a dad in this country right now, you need to get a few of your dad buddies together and take all your kids out, start a new group, call it the Myrmidons, call it the American League of Exceptional Boys or whatever, and teach them how to be men, and teach them how to start a fire. Because it seems to me, if you send him to be a scout, he's gonna come out eating daisies and drinking soy.
Follow me, boys, follow me. When you think you're really meek, that's the time to lift your feet and follow me. Boys, follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down and follow me. Pick 'em up, put 'em down, pick 'em up. There There's a job to do, there's a fight to win. Follow me, boys, follow me. And it won't be done till we all pitch in. Lift your chin with a grin and follow me.